The game of dating suggests that, in fact, or theory, there is an art or science to dating. Do you think that there's an art or science to dating? What are your thoughts?
There is absolutely an art and a science to dating. I love the name The Game of Dating because it's kind of like a play on words. It's dating is a game. It's like it's a chess game. It's a meeting of the minds, and you're trying to figure things out, what you like, what you don't like, what it is about this person that intrigues you outside of the physical. The physical is too easy. I always tell people in dating, the physical is what makes you approach, the mental is what makes you stay. So of course you can be attracted to someone just based on the superficial and the physical, but the mental is what is important, and that's what the game of dating is figuring out, does your mental match with my mental or mesh with my mental? You can expect the unexpected from the daters, because I watched the show. I was there for every episode. Trust me. You're going to see stuff that you're like, I did not think she was going to say that or do that, or I didn't see him going there, or I didn't see him agreeing to that. The dates are great because while we are recording them, they're not playing up for the camera. The cameras are actually quite far away. So these daters are in their natural habitat. They're not playing for the camera. So it's entertaining to see how people act on a date. It's entertaining to see how people interact on a date. And it's entertaining to see the craziness that is dating.
So how important do you think it is for family and friends to be involved in one's dating life?
Oh, it's very important. It's very important. My sister don't like you. I'm not messing with you. I'm gonna see my sister every day. My sister gonna be here for the rest of my life. You just passing through. It's very important for your family and friends to be somewhat involved, not overbearing in your dating life, because you have to make your mistakes. Like anything in life, you got to make your own mistakes and learn from your mistakes to be the best person you can be.
Dating is much different today than it may have been in my parents' day. They got married on the first date or when they first saw each other. So what do you think are some cardinal rules of dating today?
You know what? Dating has changed today, and I will tell you why. Social media has destroyed the ability to sweep a girl off her feet. Back in the day, you had to talk to a girl, you had to get to know her, what she liked, what she was into, and then you would, based on the questions you asked and the stuff you got from her, the information you got from her, the little bit of information you learned, you would surprise her with that later on. If she said, I love yellow roses, you would make a mental note of it, and your next date you would show up with yellow roses, boom, you're sweeping off her feet. I like this restaurant over here that I ate at had the best pastries. Mental note, month later you show up with that pastry. Boom, that's how you sweep a girl off her feet. Now you can just go on Instagram, you see everything she like, everything she don't like, who her friends are, what her favorite designer is, where she liked to party, where she went on spring break. It's all laid out right there. So there's no ability to sweep a girl off her feet anymore. That's how dating has changed in this social media era, and I think it was better back then.
Oh, you're a comedian, so how does that aspect play with you hosting this dating game show?
Yeah, I was prompted to take the role because I am a comedian, and they let me be a comedian. The material, whereas being just not a regular, but in my stand-up life, I have to create the material. I have to write, I have to read stuff, write material about it. In this show, the material is right there in front of me. The jokes kind of write themselves, and I get to be myself and create, the joke while we're all watching it together. So everybody sees what I'm talking about. I just get to be quick-witted and make the joke up right there on the spot, which is one of my favorite things to do. I love to do improv and perform, make the joke up right there out of thin air.
So what was one of the most unexpected dating scenarios that you saw on the show?
Quite a few of them are unexpected. One of the dates I remember was a couple that were on shaky ground and they didn't know if they should, explore the possibilities together or let it go. And I'm not going to give away too much, but one of the daters was clearly further along in the relationship than the other. And as you're watching it and you're saying this stuff like, I don't think this one really liked that one. I don't think this one really feeling that one. And then it's like, I don't think, but this one's really feeling that one though. So you gotta watch it to see what I'm talking about. I don't want to give away too much, but it's weird to see how people can be in one relationship and be in two different mental spaces.
So what has been one of the most awkward or weirdest dates that you've ever been on?
I don't really go on awkward dates. I don't go on weird dates only because I don't have time to waste. Time is the most valuable thing in the world. I don't have time to waste. So I will end the date before I sit and suffer on a bad date. I'll be respectable and, you know, hey, this isn't going well. You're not having fun. I'm not having fun. You know what? I'm sure you'd probably rather be doing something else. I'd rather be doing something else. I'll pay for the meal. I'll call a car. All that. I'll be a nice guy about it. But I don't have time to waste. So I'm rarely on a bad date. I do remember one time I had just moved into my new apartment in Brooklyn. Like literally 3 days prior. I had moved out of my parents' house and got my first apartment. So my mother was saying, do you want to take your bed set, your bedroom set, you know, to the new apartment? And I'm like, no, I'm going to buy new stuff. I'll buy all new stuff. And she's like, well, until it gets delivered, you're going to need to sleep somewhere, right? So I'm like, no, I'll just take the mattress and I'll buy a new bed set. I'll buy new, you know, dresser drawers and all that. I'll buy a whole new bedroom set for my new apartment. And like 3 days later, I had a girl over and I had a mattress on the floor in my living room, in my bedroom. And she literally, I'm not kidding, this is not a joke. She literally walked in. I'm like, yeah, this is the new place. I'm gonna get a kitchen table. Don't worry, I'm gonna get a kitchen table. And the bathroom didn't have like toilet tissue. And I'm like, I'll go downstairs and get some tissue. Don't worry. And I go, this is my bedroom. And she walks in and sees the mattress on the floor. And she's like, I'm gonna go. And I didn't get the chance to like, hey, listen, I could have brought the bedroom set from the house, but I'm gonna buy a new set. She just left. So it was bad. It wasn't a date, but it was bad that she saw that. Like it kind of put me in made her look at me different, like maybe I didn't have, or maybe I was just slumming, but it was literally, I just moved in 3 days prior.
What dating advice do you have for today's men?
Today's men, you gotta be a gentleman. Gentlemen are a dying breed. And you don't gotta be, like, I don't know why in this day and age people think, as soon as you say the word gentleman, some men think sucker. You gotta be like soft, you gotta be a sucker. No, you don't gotta be a sucker at all. It's not got nothing to do with being a sucker. It's being respectful of the young lady who is giving you the most valuable thing in the world, her time. So just be a gentleman, respect that, respect her time. When I go on dates, as a matter of fact, when I go on dates, the first couple of dates I've ever been on, I always say at the end of the date, when the girl is like, thank you, I had a great time, I always say, thank you for your time. Yeah. Because you gave me your time. You didn't have to give me your time. I'm going to make sure your time is fun, but I always say thank you for your time.
So has this experience taught you anything about dating?
No, I know everything about dating already. You can't teach me nothing. You crazy? This experience taught me that some people just don't know where they are in the relationship. That's what it taught me. Yeah. Like, wow, she didn't know he didn't like her. He didn't know she was feeling his friend. He didn't know, you didn't see that. Like how blind some people are to stuff that's right in their face.
And how different do you think this show is from other dating game shows?
I think this show is different from other dating shows because it is better than all of them, number one. I think it's different in the fact that it's a game show as well as a dating show. Every other dating show was just, hey, Mike's gonna go meet Sandy, let's check it out. Now it's like you at home, this one, the game of dating, you're home playing the game. You're playing the show. Okay, I bet she's gonna say, I bet he's gonna say. And then once you get engaged like that and your friends are around you and they get engaged, you're gonna watch every week because now you got something to do and talk about. It's like it's a game show that's gonna live more so in your own house than it will on the screen.
And when can we expect to see The Game of Dating?
January 31st, 8 p.m. TV1. The Game of Dating premieres, hosted by yours truly. It's an hour-long dating game show. It's an hour of comedy. It's an hour of fun. You're gonna love it, trust me. Hey, this is Tony Rock and you're watching the Los Angeles Sentinel.